Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another session with Solomon Equaro. It's a pleasure being with you today. We shall be looking at this very special feature which comes under African consciousness. Try to remind the African and let them understand that some things are not going very well in their society. Some things are not working well in or on the African continent, and things need to change. The behavior needs to change, the attitude needs to change, a lot of things need to change. So the subject will be a classic representation of neo-colonial African politics. A classic representation of neo-colonial African politics. There, this video is about small-clawed otters, how they behave in their territory, how they all love to fight, they all love to go for a particular goal. Everyone wants to scramble to get something at the same time. Each of them fights to grab it. These are all animal instincts. These are all behaviors that come with animals. So we shall be using this video playing to refer or link it, to use it to look at the situations of, to look at the behaviors of some Africans, some persons on the African continent. Is about small-clawed otters, which happen to be the smallest of their kind, found in Southeast Asia. They are actually in an aquarium and they're having a great time. However, if you look at what is happening on the screen, there is this cord suspended in the air with these toys, this toy attached to it. Now they're all struggling to jump, grab the rope and get the toy. So each one is trying to get the toy and hang on to it, hoping probably it's going to bring the toy down or bring the rope down. Now, no one cares about the other. No one cares about a brother or a sister. They're all struggling, they're all fighting because they think the best way to enjoy what they are seeing, what they aspire to be, what they hope to become, is by doing it all alone. So ladies and gentlemen, take a moment, just watch this video and see what is happening. I am using this video to try and explain to some people, I don't know who may be touched by this video, but we need to realize that as an African, we cannot do it all alone. We need to do it with others. Now, this idea of people trying to solve social problems, solve regional problems, to solve community problems all by themselves and all that, it doesn't work like that in Africa. Because Africa has always been about people thinking about their community, people coming together, the we factor, the we element. They come together, they arrange themselves, they organize themselves, and they come up with something, and they go for it. It's not about individualism. It's about the group. It's about the people. It's about the whole. So when you see the way these otters are playing, the way they are doing, you would realize that this is exactly how African politicians behave. I would have loved to show you some videos of fighting scenes happening in different senate houses or different parliaments in different countries across Africa. It may be happening in other parts of the world, but that is not my concern. I'm not too much concerned about what is happening in Asia or what is happening in Europe or the Americas. My concern is what is happening on the continent of Africa. One person from a community struggles to get to the top. When he gets there, he holds on to it so much, so tight, that he doesn't want to let go for others to have an opportunity to come close to that same point. The leaders or the politician, be it at the local level, be it at the regional level, be it at the national level, even at the international scene, as far as the African continent is concerned, whoever grabs or gets to a position of authority, of power, of financial empowerment, they just want to hang in there. They just want to stay there and kick out every other person who is trying to get close to them, who is trying to move up close to enjoy that same benefit. They want to be the only cock that crows in the neighborhood. They want to be the only one. Believe you me, they spend more time. They spend more time trying to hang on to power than taking care of their communities. Politicians in Africa spend more time trying to hang on to power, trying to polish themselves, trying to do propaganda, to deceive people, trying to manipulate things just for them to stay on the seat of power instead of taking care of their communities. Look at these Otters. See the way they are playing. No one cares about the other. As soon as one drops, the one holding the cord drops into the water, another one tries to jump. But if they can work together, they would easily grab the cord and then pull down the toy. But because they are separated, because they are scattered, because they are dysfunctional, they cannot work together. They cannot succeed to grab the rope, keep it down, and get the toy. So for how long will Africans continue to behave in this fashion? You take a look at the law-making bodies, or we will say the parliament or the senate houses in Kenya, in Uganda, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa. There are numerous scenes on the internet of parliamentarians or senators fighting where they're supposed to be talking and discussing about how to take their country, to take their communities forward, to take their country forward, how to put in laws that will better the people that they are serving. But they want to manipulate things so much so that they hang on to power. They spend so much time just trying to hang in there. And as I said before, when you try to hang on to power, you do nothing for your people. It is time we need to look around and try to embrace these spirit of togetherness, this spirit of community living. Let us understand that it takes, as before, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to build or to make a person become what he or she is. It takes a community to groom someone. It takes a community to produce a huge, a wonderful political, economic personality. It's not done by one person. It's done by a community. This is the African spirit. We need to work together. Politicians coming from the same local area need to work together in order to see that their locality is well taken care of. It shouldn't matter who is on the seat. As far as the laws, the rules of the game have been laid down genuinely, whoever sits on that position should be able to resolve, solve, or attain to the problems and challenges that that community faces. If it is at the regional level, the same rules apply. We should be able to know that we can do nothing by ourselves. If we want to start fighting, trying to hang on to power, the way you find when you look at the major companies and the government sector, how the government sectors across Africa, appointments are all based on political affiliations. Every single country on the African continent falls down and falls low on this particular area, or in this particular area. We need to be careful. If we must develop, we need to work with others. If you walk alone, you will move fast. However, you won't go very far. If you walk with people, you will go slow, but you will cover a very far distance. So this is the kind of idea that we are looking at. This is the kind of idea that we are thinking of. Working with others. Someone is an expert in economics, another an expert in medical field, another an expert in politics, social politics, another an expert in another area, maybe agriculture. We all come together, set down the rules, and build our communities, starting from the grassroots. If you are a bad politician, from the local level, there is no way you will serve your region. There is no way you will serve your nation. There is no way you will serve the continent of Africa. You cannot, because the foundations are polluted. Individualism is a concept that has come over to the continent from Europe. We shouldn't allow this to tear us apart and destroy us, even though it has left a lot of marks and wounds and scars on the African and on the African continent. We can change things. We can start making a difference today. If you are under the sound of my voice, I believe you can make a decision to start working with others, to start sharing ideas, to start communicating with people, to start reading what others have, studies others have done, sharing your information. Do not keep like unnecessary secrets, things that we're supposed to share. We just hide them because we think others will hear or know them and become empowered. No, we need to share knowledge. When the more knowledge you acquire, the more you understand. There is still a lot for you to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for paying attention and listening to these 10 minutes or so of this presentation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you come back, please. I count on you for your subscriptions so that we will continue to put out such messages and remind our brothers and our sisters from the African continent that without us, the continent will die. Thank you. God bless you.